pleasant as he was for you, you know.
Say that poem about him.
This is Carl. When I was 12 and he was 10, I was very jealous because he got goats to take care of, and I didn't actually want goats of my own, I just was jealous. So I wrote a nasty poem about him, which I then destroyed because he's really nice, and he sings really well, and does not deserve to have many poems written about him. So without further ado, Carl Martin. Further ado.
Further ado.
What else should I tell them about you, Carl? I mean, you've had Carl here before.
We love Carl.
And he's pretty awesome. So,
Have you two ever been in anything with Greenville Family Theater together before?
sort of. I got sidetracked with writing projects. So, he got solos. I made it into the chorus, and I decided I was gonna just do, I did a walk-on for Meet Me in St. Louis, and he did Grandpa.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And he did the solo of Hello Dolly. And gosh, how many other things have you done with Greenville Family?
Singing in the Rain.
Singing in the Rain, got a solo in that too.
And I was very thrilled that just a few weeks ago I was a guest artist for their On the Stage show.
Yes.
Oh yes.
And he was wonderful.
And he also did Fiddler on the Roof with Rockwell theater group. What are they called?
Rockwell Summer Musicals.
Rockwell Summer Musicals. He played Model the Tailor and did a great job.
Typecasting.
And Mrs. Maxwell is playing for him. So,
Yeah.
here's Carl.
Oh, good. I thought he was going to sing with it on.
Good done, you know.
Yeah, I've tried that a couple of times. It keeps slipping down, so you might as well not be wearing it at that point. Well, hello. It's really, really great to be back here. For the second time this summer, it's really, really great. So tonight, because I actually have a competent accompanist, not just myself, I was able to pick songs I really, truly love. These are kind of some of the highlights of the songs I've learned in college. They're certainly my favorites. So, I'm going to do opera and Broadway and contemporary, and we're just going to cross a few hundred years all over the place.
Oh,
So,
Yeah, I got it.
so the first piece is called Intermezzo. It's from the Schumann song cycle, Eichendorff Liederkreis. It's based on Joseph Eichendorff's collection titled Intermezzo. So a rough translation of this song is, I bear your image in my heart and gaze at it every hour. In my heart I sing an old and beautiful song which flies to you. Dein Bildnis wunderselig hab ich im Herzensgrund, das sieht so frisch und fröhlich, kann so jeder Stund. Thank you. And for my next piece, I'm going to go all the way to contemporary Broadway. This is from If/Then the Musical by Brian Yorkie and Tom Kitt. So this story is really unique because it focuses on two stories actually. You have this woman, Elizabeth, who's just moved back to New York. She's single, and the whole story revolves around her taking one of two nicknames, Beth or Liz. And in the first act, we see, I believe it's Liz. We see her story first and what would happen if she picks this name. And in the second act, we see what happens if she's Beth. And as Beth, she's rejected by a man and then starts an affair with her longtime friend Lucas. And Lucas wants to be more than just an affair. He wants love. He wants the real thing. So this is You Don't Need to Love Me from the If/Then. You don't need to love me or tell me that you do. Don't make me any promises. Just promise we're not through. Don't give me one damn thing. I won't let you call this greed. Just let me give to you. That's the only thing I need. I know that this can work. If you plant one simple seed, you'd see it grow. You don't need to love me to know. You don't need to need me. It's better that you don't. If each of us can walk away, it won't matter that I won't. We'll both be self-contained, but together, not alone. You can keep me in the dark, hell, it's all I've ever known. But we both could use a friend who will always check the phone and take the call. You don't need to need me at all. Let me be your emergency contact, your occasional +1, your excuse to take a sick day when the forecast calls for sun. We can keep on being lonely, but we don't have to be apart. And I'll never even ask you to let me have your heart. So I'll never break your heart. No, I'll never break your heart. You don't need to love me to let me help you through. Don't need to confide in me. I've got crap enough for two. You don't need to answer. I'll know before you do. But hear me and believe me that you don't need to love me the way that I love you. Thank you. So a lot of my songs focus on love because, most songs do anyway. So taking it back even further, we go back to the time of Bellini and bel canto. And today I'm going to sing you a song I sang last time I was here actually, but now I have a better accompanist, so hopefully it'll go a bit better. Yeah. So this is Vaga Luna che in argenti. So the approximate translation for this one is, the moon looks down and breathes love into all things. It is my sole witness to my sorrowing love. Tell her that distance will not heal me, and that I only nourish one hope.
Il linguaggio dell'amor, testimonio sei tu sola del mio fervido desir, ed a lei che mi innamora, con tai palpiti e sospir, ed a lei che mi innamora, con tai palpiti e sospir, ed a lei che mi innamora, con tai palpiti e sospir, e sospir, e sospir. Delle burghe lontananza, il mio tuo non può lenir, che se nutro una speranza, e l'hai sol, sì, e l'hai sol nell'avenir. Delle porche giorno sera, quanto l'ore del dolor, una speme lusinghiera, mi conforta nell'amor, una speme lusinghiera, mi conforta nell'amor, una speme lusinghiera, mi conforta nell'amor, nell'amor, nell'amor.
Thank you. So staying in the opera genre just a bit longer. So this is my French aria. I've struggled with French since the start of college, but even through my struggles, I've always loved what a beautiful language it is. And my professor is always telling me, it's like kissing, you know? You just kiss all the words one after the other. So this is Vraiment ma bien-aimée. This is from the opera Le Roi D, The King of Ease. It's an opera, it's 3 acts by French composer Edvard Laudo. In this aria, it's a young warrior, Emilio, and he's trying to convince his love to come out from her chaperone and in her room and come out to the party with him. And he's at her doorstep distraught, and he's going to die if she doesn't come.
Puisque ne peut fléchir ces jalouses gardiennes, oh, laissez-moi compter mes peines et mon amour.
So, getting back to musical theater genre. So, I was fortunate enough, thanks to Alice Reese, to have an article published about me a few weeks ago in the Herald Banner. And in that, I talked a little about my love for contemporary musicals and small cast musicals. Ones that are often just one or two instruments accompanying small casts. So the next song I'm going to sing is from about one of the most indie musicals I could find. I couldn't even find it under its original title at first. This is from the unauthorized autobiography of Samantha Brown. At least that's what it was originally called. A few years ago, it was revamped, a few new songs added, and the title changed to The Mad Ones. So this is by Kerrigan and Loudermilk. And a little bit about the story. It's about a girl, Sam, who's the valedictorian of her high school, best in her class, perfect grades, perfect life, everything. But she's trying to grow up and get away from this life that's been set before her, as it were, and she relies on her best friend Kelly to get through it and just survive, and she wants something different. So they plan to run off for the summer and just drive to wherever they want to, just anywhere, no road signs, tear up the atlas. But they postpone it until after they graduate. Only a few days later, Kelly is hit by a car and killed. So I'm going to quote the lead into this song, and it's Sam recounting her senior spring after Kelly is gone and what that's like. The truth is, I don't remember any of it. Not one slow dance or test. Not one single day of that spring. Nothing woke me up. Nothing moved me. Except one thing. It was yesterday. Let me catch my breath. This is really hard. If I start to look like I'm sweating, well, that's 'cause I am. I'm not good with words, but that's nothing new. Still, I have to try to explain what I want to do with you. With you. Run away with me. Let me be a ride out of town. Let me be the place where you hide. We can make our lives on the go. Run away with me. Texas in the summer is cool. We'll be on the road like Jack Kerouac. Looking back, Sam, you're ready. Let's go anywhere. Get the car packed and throw me the key. Run away with me. Sam, I know it's fast. I'm in love with you. Sam, it's crazy, but Sam, I'm crazier for you. I have these plans, Sam, I have these plans of a house that we build on a bay when we run away. Let me be a ride out of town. Let me be the place where you hide. We can make our lives on the go. Run away with me. Mississippi mud, watch me slide. We'll be on the road like some country song. Won't be long, Sam, you're ready. Let's go anywhere. Get the car packed and throw me the key. Run away with me. I'm not trying to make you a wife here. I'm not trying to tie you down. I'm just saying there might be a life here, a new one, as soon as we run, just as soon as we run. Run away, let me be a ride out of town. Let me be the place where you hide. We can make our lives on the go. Run away with me. Alabama heat, sign me up. We'll be on the road like Jack Kerouac. Looking back, Sam, you're ready, Sam. Let me be a ride out of town. Run away with me. California dreams, here we come. Romeo is calling for Juliet. Ready, set, Sam, you're ready. Let's go anywhere. I'm going to close with, well, I've been here before, you guys know what I'm going to close with, and sing along, of course.
Oh, yes.
Just 2 times.
I don't know, because I haven't been here all these times.
Yeah, I sprang this on her. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me, blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me, blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. And a huge shout out to Mrs. Maxwell for coming. When I say she's one of the best in the business, I've had lots of Dallas pianists who don't even come close to her level. Not even